And welcome to Cruise Control Motoring. Hello, everyone. It's that time again to head out on the road and check out what's going on. A lot going on this week in LA, the LA Auto Show. We've got new reveals and more. And along with me, as always, to check it out is Les Jackson. Les, how you doing?
Hey, great, Fred. Great. And yes, we're looking forward to covering what's going on out in LA as we do every year. And a lot of stuff, a lot of interesting reveals.
Yes, and the first one we're going to start with is the Jeep Recon. This was a vehicle we weren't sure if it was even going to make it to the U.S. market. It is an electric Jeep. It's cool, but it's going to cost you big.
I wonder about how many people are going to ante up. And we'll explain. It'll be obvious when we explain it later. And over at Honda, they price out the Prelude, which is kind of heavily refreshed.
Well, yes, it's brought back after not being around for quite some time. That, too, we have some pricing information on it, and that, is going to be quite pricey. So we'll talk about that. And then over at Nissan, the Pathfinder, it is back and refreshed for 2026. We'll tell you what's new, but Nissan continues to struggle financially.
Yeah, hang in there, Nissan. we're all holding our fingers crossed. Over at Dodge, they add more Durango models, and they can't keep them on the shelves because they're not on the shelves, but they can't sell them fast enough.
And is this the future? Another manufacturer has started selling cars on Amazon. Of course, Hyundai's been doing that for a couple of months at least now, maybe more, but now another manufacturer has done this. It's bringing the convenience of buying something on Amazon to the automotive world. Interesting, right?
This is a trend that is getting very, very watched by lots of people. And speaking of being watched in a bad way, VW gets sued over haptic controls.
Yes, if you know what we mean about that, haptic controls are the ones that are not really a button. They're just kind of a touch-sensitive area.
Right.
They're moving away from them, but not before enduring a lawsuit. So we'll talk about that. And we're also going to talk tech. Hyundai has a team working on making charging your electric vehicle just like filling your gas tank. Going to be about the same time and about the same procedure. So they feel this will get a lot of people thinking about electric vehicles.
This is a watershed if it works, and I think it's very promising.
Yeah. All that and more on this edition of Cruise Control Motoring.
Hey, thanks, Fred. And let's talk about the Jeep Recon being shown as we speak in Los Angeles at the auto show. This is the all-electric Jeep Recon. Of course, it's trail-rated. We know that. It's a Jeep. It's built for adventure. It's everything Jeep always says. And electrically, it's putting out 650 horsepower and 620 pound-feet of torque. So this thing is a screamer. It's got a range of 250 miles, 0 to 60 in less than 4 seconds. They say 3.6. Wow. This is quite a Jeep. I just wonder how many people can afford this thing. Shall we tell everybody what it costs?
Why not, Les? Why not?
Okay, for a mere $65,000, you can open the doors of one.
Or you can take them off, apparently, with no tools.
And you can take them off. I don't think you get it any cheaper if you take them off.
Well, we're seeing it rolling down the road, and it looks like it's not complete. There's 4 doors are missing. The side glass and rear glass is missing. That is big idea behind this open air design, but it kind of looks funny. It looks like they
and a
didn't
lot of,
finish it.
in Virginia, and I believe at least Maryland and D.C., and probably a lot of other states, it's illegal to drive without doors because, yes, you might be wearing seatbelts. I sure hope you are. That's even worse. But it's just considered too dangerous.
Yes.
And I kind of agree. Also, we've done this. You and I have been off road in these things with the doors off. It feels really bad.
Yes.
When you don't have a door. And
Yes.
I just don't think I would take them off, even if I was going off road.
Well, at least if you want to, it's easy, but it does look much better with the doors on. But the MSRP, as you said, is $65,000. That
Right.
excludes the almost $2,000 destination fee. It is built in the Toluca assembly plant. They are going to do an initial launch in the U.S. and Canada, followed by a global expansion. They have this prep for trail duty with large diameter half shafts, stout constant velocity CV joints, 100 kilowatt hour, 400 volt battery pack.
Yep.
Great looking vehicle. I like the exterior design of it. I like the fact that the classic Jeep grille is lit up. The segments of the grille are lit up. But do you think that, you and I have talked about this, that, the price is just too much for people? And let's face it, the trend has been to make less expensive electric vehicles. This one was already in production or already into being designed.
Well, because everybody buys extra features like heated seats and heated steering wheel and you name it, I don't believe that the base price of $65,000 is going to be what people pay. I think it'll be closer to $70,000, and of course that the price excludes, as they say, the $2,000 in delivery fees. So I think out the door, I think it's easy to spend $70,000. I don't know. I don't think in this climate of electric vehicles, they've got a big market here. What do you think?
Well, I think, as I said earlier, it was in development. They, didn't want to stop it, didn't want to make it to be like we talked about in one of our previous videos, all those electric vehicles that were canceled. So I believe they just went ahead with it. It's great looking. It even has a little frunk in the front that you can load things in. I think electric, that type of powertrain on the trail will be great.
I think so.
I just think the price is going to hurt it. Look for it to be deeply discounted, like some of the electric vehicles we have talked about. I think it's sort of the old pricing structure from the old days of Carlos Tavares heading up Stellantis. I think you'll see the price reduced on it. That's what I think. But I do also think when you look at the videos and the stills of it without the doors, it does make me laugh. It looks like it wasn't finished. It's like a project car that, you really want to drive, and it's got no hood on it, and it's missing a trunk lid, and maybe there's no windshield. But you really want to drive it, so you drive it down the road and around the block and say, yeah, it works. Now we just have to go finish it, right?
That's right. Now you put the doors on, and they'll stay on forever. But I will say, as a typical Jeep, it's a high quality machine. It's rugged. It does what it's supposed to do. So it'll be fun to watch.
Yeah. Another fun to watch vehicle is the Honda Prelude, and that is coming back, and it might suffer from the same situation as the Jeep Recon, and that is pricing, but we'll tell you about that in just a little bit. It does pair a two-motor hybrid powertrain with Civic R Type R chassis components, a new Honda S Plus Shift drive mode, and grand touring experience with precise steering, responsive handling, and a composed ride. But it's going to cost you $42,001, and that excludes. I'd love the $42,001. Why not make it $41,999? You know, but destination adds another $1,195. A lot of people have been waiting for the Prelude. It is a great looking car. I probably think at one point this was going to be all electric, but they decided to make it a hybrid. And, you know, it's got a 2-liter Atkinson cycle direct injection engine, combined system output with the motor. 2 motors is 200 horsepower with 232 pound-feet of torque. It's supposedly a handler. It looks good, though, doesn't it?
You know, I really like the looks of this thing. If this were back in the old days, we were just buying a 2-door coupe, I'd be looking very hard at this because it's slick looking. It looks much more expensive than it is, although it's, as you said, it's not cheap.
Right.
But it's got a little Aston Martin in it. It's got a little bit of Corvette in it. It's just really slick.
Yeah. Yeah, it is the brand's first hybrid electric model to feature high-performance chassis hardware from the legend Civic Type R, including a dual-axis front strut suspension, wide front and rear tracks, and large brakes, originally designed for the Type R. Apparently, it's going to be more expensive than the Type R, too. So, but lightweight 2-piece 13.8-inch diameter front rotors are paired with Brembo monoblock 4-piston aluminum calipers. And they, believe it or not, get both the Prelude and Brembo logos with a blue hue. So there you go.
Yep. And it's that also this S shift has the downshift blips for those 3 people that want that, and rev matching, which is okay. That's kind of nice. Gear holding, enhanced engine sounds. This is really for the enthusiast.
Yeah. What do you think of the price, though? That's a lot better than $60,000. $42,000.
It is, but it is. I mean, the Prelude used to be midway between the Civic and the Accord.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think it's too high, but I think it's if it was in the 30s, I think they'd sell a lot more of them.
Well, I always use that rough rule of thumb where hybrids are in the $35,000 to $36,000 range. Plug-in hybrids get into the low 40s, at least when you're talking with SUVs and CUVs. But maybe they feel the name, the fact that it is a real handler, it's a performance car. You think about some of the other cars, performance cars, even if you option up, like the 86, you're in the upper 30s,
Oh, yeah.
So I think that's maybe okay to get away with the 42. I think it's going to be a great driving vehicle. It's 2+2 seating. It's got a 10.2-inch digital instrument cluster, 9-inch HD touchscreen with Google built in, wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. So you get all of them, Google built in and Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, Wi-Fi hotspot, wireless phone charger. So it's
a lot. You get a lot.
I think it will sell at that price. I think it will be a a big model in their lineup. But then again, as you said, two-door coupes, there's not a lot of them around.
No, they look great, but if you have friends or family,
if you have friends,
I mean, young friends, and you all want to go together somewhere. You jump in and you squirm around to get into the back seat. But in general, these things are meant for single people who it's a great car to pick up your date in, because
sure,
your date will love the looks of it.
Yeah.
No, and it's a real honest to goodness high performance sports sedan.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go over to Nissan and talk about their new Pathfinder for 2026. It is really a refresh. It is making its public debut at the LA Auto Show. And it's an important vehicle for Nissan because, hey, they are not doing well financially. Good-looking vehicle. Is this their biggest seller, the Pathfinder, by the way?
I think it is. If not, it would be the Rogue.
Okay.
But they're probably pretty close, and it is nice looking. It's certainly Range Rover-ish.
Yes, yes. Apparently all
yes.
SUVs have to be right now. Some of the new stuff for 2026: a 12.3-inch touchscreen infotainment system on all grades, standard wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. Thank goodness, because most people have that by now. This is a weird call out, but a redesigned wireless device charger that offers better charging capability, 15 watts, and less heat buildup. Odd that they call that out, but it's a good thing. And
it is a good thing, because the wireless charging, your phone and everything gets pretty warm.
Yeah, it gets pretty warm. Yeah,
charging it.
One of their big things, and this is not specific to Pathfinder, but it is a very unique type of feature, and it kind of reminds me of when I believe they brought out that 360-degree view before anyone else. At least that's my memory of it. Maybe I'm wrong. But
they do.
They do have that HD intelligent all-around view monitor still, but then they also have the invisible hood feature. Invisible Hood View 3 provides a virtual view through the vehicle's hood and engine bay, helping drivers more precisely position the vehicle's wheels for navigating car wash tracks or driving through curbs and other similar situations. It's kind of funny that you would think they'd say, it's perfect for finding your path on off-road trails, but they mention here in their release navigating car wash tracks. So at least they know it's more likely to navigate a car wash than, the Moab Trail. How's that?
Well, and that brings up one of my 600 pet peeves, and that is it's not the car wash tracks that are so bad. It's the tightest curve in the world at every car wash getting to the tracks. I mean, the tight curve is almost impossible for some vehicles.
Well, because they built it on too small a patch of land, probably, But, what's unique about this is it does come with a V6. I mean, that if you want a V6 and not a Turbo 4, boosted up Turbo 4, it's got a 3.5-liter V6 rated for 284 horsepower and 259 pound-feet of torque, 9-speed automatic, paddle shifted if you want it. And that is a differentiator. There's not many V6s anymore, and certain people might prefer that over a Turbo 4 for sure. They also have their uprated off-road model, the Pathfinder Rock Creek, as they say, for bolder journeys, bolder than that car wash.
Yeah, yes, but you need the car wash after the off-road.
That's right. And new for the premium package, Rock Creek premium package, additional things like a panoramic moonroof, that wireless phone charging that doesn't heat up your phone as much, and a 12-volt power outlet in the cargo area, and a heated steering wheel. Also funny, 12-volt in the cargo area, to call that out. Heated steering wheel, good. Good, I like that. So what do you think? This is an important vehicle for Nissan.
I think
they'll do well with it, right?
I think they've checked all the boxes. I think Pathfinders have a great following. They're really good vehicles. I think a lot of people will love the V6. It's quieter than a 4.
Yeah, and it works. It doesn't have to work as hard. It's got those extra cylinders.
That's right.
And some people worry about turbos. There have been some things that have happened with turbos, and I can think of a number of manufacturers, things cracking, and they're like, well, you need a new turbo, and that's $4,000, from the dealer.
Yeah.
So that's a huge hit on any vehicle.
So yeah, I think they'll sell quite a few of them. Unfortunately, I don't think they're going to sell enough of them because they just announced a 5th straight quarter net loss at Nissan.
Yes.
We feel bad about this. It's a good company. They make good products. Things have just gone badly for them.
Yes, and they have some great products.
They do.
They have the Kicks, which is a very affordable all-wheel drive model. They just brought out the Pathfinder. They're going to have the hybrid Rogue coming up, or extended. They're looking at extended range electric vehicles as well. Frontier is still a strong offering in the mid-sized trucks. So really, they have a lot of solid vehicles, and probably more on the way. They've had some strange things happen with the area where they're just not bringing it to the U.S. now. But they have to do these big maneuvers to try to make money. They can't just be building things for the sake of building them. The Leaf has done well. I mean, they have a brand new Leaf, which is relatively affordable, and that's good to be in the affordable space for small electric vehicles. So they have kind of a new roster of models, but can they overcome it? I hope they can. I really do.
Well, it looks better than it did 6 months ago. They say they're on track to make their cost-saving target of 500 billion yen. And they've sold their headquarters building.
And rented it back. Yes.
Yeah, 73 billion. And
that would hold you for a while.
That certainly holds you for a while. So maybe, maybe this is slowly, but maybe it's turning around.
Yeah. Hey, the more models we have to talk about on Cruise Control Motoring, the better.
Yep.
Hey, over to Lexus. They are revealing their 2026 Lexus UX 300H. This is their smallest but most powerful hybrid hatchback. This is based on the Corolla. This is the Lexus version of the Corolla, the smallest hybrid model in the Lexus lineup. Previous models, to me, I've driven this, and previously I thought maybe it didn't really live up to the Lexus name. Let's see if for 2026 they can change my mind on this. Obviously, it's just being revealed, so haven't driven it. But it is powered by the 5th generation hybrid system with 196 horsepower. That's a good start for sure. Auto leveling headlights standard on all grades. Available thematic ambient lighting for premium and F-Sport models. Ultra white exterior color added. Lexus Safety System Plus standard. Starting MSRP of $38,250. This is the entry level point into the world of Lexus.
not a bad price for a Lexus.
No, and it's a hybrid Lexus. The engine works with the electric motor, of course, to charge a compact and lightweight lithium-ion battery that has replaced previous systems' nickel metal hydride battery. It's a 60-cell battery located under the rear seat, so really you hopefully don't lose a lot of storage area. I just hope they've upgraded it because in the past I have driven this model, the older model of it, and I just kind of walked away and felt, is that really a Lexus? Is that really Lexus quality? So I hope this update can change my mind.
Apparently they before now they were building them to a price, and I think I agree with you. It just seemed like you weren't getting the interior appointments, the level of quality, and the quietness.
Right.
That
Lexus in name only. Yes.
Yeah, and maybe they've addressed that. I don't know. We haven't driven it yet.
No, it's just revealed.
So yeah, that's right. So this will be interesting. I'll withhold any judgment.
Yeah, pricing. It starts at $38,250, and then there's a number of models. Premium 41,520. Lexus F Sport Design 42,085. F Sport Handling 46,670, which is the top of the range, and then all-wheel drive. To get into an all-wheel drive model, it is 39,820, and then the UX all-wheel drive premium is 43,090, and the all-wheel drive sport design is 43,655. They do list an F Sport Handling all-wheel drive, but we don't have pricing on that, so
no, it must be free.
That's it. It's free. So
let's head for the. You notice how easy it is for Lexus to get into the 40s.
It's amazing if they're not in the 40s.
Yeah, I don't think their adding machines have a 3 on the keyboard.
Hey, let's talk about something else revealed at the LA Auto Show, and that is Alfa Romeo. They have a nice presence at the auto show. They are showing the 2026 Tonale. That starts with an MSRP of $36,995. And interesting story on the Tonale. It's no longer a hybrid. It's not offered in a hybrid drivetrain. Only one powertrain. But you do have a couple of different models here. You have the Sprint, the Veloce, and the Sport Speciale. So they range from $36,995 up to $41,495. There are some key options, including the Active Assist package for $1,250, which includes active driving assist, auto-dimming rear-view mirror, park sense, and surround view camera system. And then the premium package on the Sprint model, which is the base model, includes black or red leather seats, ambient lighting package, gloss black DLO, and hands-free power tailgate and ventilated front seats. You can get a black roof for $95 on all trims. I love those black roofs. And then you get your choice of wheels and things like that. So it is quite a nice-looking vehicle. They all have a 2-liter turbocharged engine producing a robust 268 horsepower, 295 pound-feet of torque. They all have Q4 all-wheel drive, 4-piston Brembo brakes, and the segment's most direct steering ratio of 13.6 to 1. So, do you think, Les Jackson, the fact that it is no longer a hybrid, there's no hybrid option, that will hurt this vehicle? Sales have never been great on this, but it is a nice-looking vehicle.
I don't think it will hurt it. I think Alfa Romeo people just want the basic bones of Alfa Romeo, which is an extension of your arms and legs, plenty of power, just the Italian, and of course the styling of an Italian car.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it won't hurt it. What certainly won't hurt it is the 33 Stradale.
That's for sure.
I want one of them because they revealed it at the auto show. Just a quickie. It's inspired by the old 1967 Tipo 33 Stradale, which is classified as one of the most beautiful cars ever made. I certainly agree with that.
Wow.
And this one is a modest 630 horsepower.
Thank you. That was adequate.
0 to 60 in 3 seconds and a top speed of 207.
Wow.
So me want.
Any word on how many they're going to build? Is it limited?
I don't think very many. This is a something that is a desirable, aspirational vehicle.
Okay.
Certainly is for me. But I think I don't know. Maybe they'll build a few hundred.
It is. Here you go.
No,
bespoke.
Wait a minute.
It is.
Wait
bespoke.
a minute. Wait a minute. You just bespoked me.
Yes.
They're actually limiting production to 33 units globally.
33, not 30. 33.
33. Well, I mean, obviously that harkens back to the original, but 33?
Yeah.
I sure do like the looks of it, though.
Yeah, it is capable of 207 miles an hour, which is also more than adequate. Has a carbon fiber monocoque body, active suspension, and dihedral doors. Yeah, and an analog-inspired cockpit. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool.
This is the kind of car I would like to show up at my high school reunion, park it out front, and when people look at it, just refer to it as the Fiat.
I do like that metallic red with the kind of gold
I
wheels.
love that. It's just that the reds that the Italian car makers come up with are just striking.
Yes. Where would you put a front plate on that? Boy, would that look ugly.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want a front plate on that.
No.
No. If I could speak Italian, I would curse you for saying that.
I agree with you. I'm not fighting you on it. It's like, it just would look terrible on it. It certainly would.
Oh, it would. Just awful.
Yeah. Well, let's go over to something that's a little bit more affordable, and that's the lineup of the Dodge Durango. It is expanding. They're talking about it at the LA Auto Show, a Durango GT model that is gets the venerable Pentastar. They're putting that in to meet demand. Of course, they still have the GT that is available with the 360 horsepower 5.7 liter Hemi, the most affordable all-wheel drive V8 in the industry. And then they're still building the Durango SRT Hellcat, the quickest, fastest, and most powerful gas 3-row SUV. There's a niche for you.
Well, they look the part.
Yes. It's one of their older models, but people seem to not really care that it is. They're just glad it's there with all the choices for the engine, right?
I have to say, I've never been a big Durango fanatic or anything, but I will say, the look of it, the face of it. And the dual racing stripes, I find that appealing.
Okay. The Go Fast stripes, because you Go fast.
The go fast stripes. Everybody knows it goes faster with those stripes.
Yes, yes. Even if it's a tractor, apparently, whatever you put them on, they go faster. But this is a well fleshed out lineup. The fact that they stuck with these drivetrains that everyone is familiar with, they did not go with the Hurricane twin turbo straight six. I think that we'll probably see that in the next generation model. But apparently the Hemis, especially the one that's the 5.7, which is affordable and the most affordable all-wheel drive V8 in the industry, are just flying out of there. It's good that they have the V6 in there too. I mean, 295 horsepower is not bad at all. It's almost 300.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really happy for them. Things were well, we've talked about it before. Things were going off in kind of the wrong direction under the previous leadership, and they're definitely pointed the right way, and they're moving down the road really well. I was not aware that Dodge has been a brand for 111 years.
That's pretty impressive.
That's, you gotta respect that.
Let's talk about another brand that 100 years ago had a model known as Supersports, and now they're bringing it back, and that is Bentley. Bentley is bringing back the Supersports, plural, not Super Sport, which would be
sports,
would be a GM model, the SS Super Sport. This has 657 horsepower, 590 pound-feet of pound-footness, and twin-turbo non-hybrid V8 engine. They say it brings scintillating, purist-focused performance. It's limited to 500 units, and it's been 100 years since the first Bentley Supersports was released, and it was the first Bentley capable of exceeding 100 miles an hour. I believe this one can exceed 100 miles an hour.
I believe this one can do that in first gear. And this is worth mentioning. It has a lateral performance up to 1.3 Gs.
Wow.
That's most people have not experienced that kind of G-force in a car.
This is 2-seat only, so the space is there for the back seat, but it's not there. This was codenamed Project Mildred, which is a unique name, but it has a historical thing to it. The idea was first proposed, believe it or not, in September 2024. A small engineering team had the theory of how could a rear drive sub 2-ton Continental GT
2 tons.
2 tons, yes. How could we make that handle dynamically? They built a test mule, and it was named Project Mildred as an inspiration from Bentley's past, the story of Mildred Mary Petrie, born in 1895. She was a record breaker on land and sea and in the air as a racing driver, powerboat racer, and pilot. In 1929, she drove a Bentley 4.5-liter around the circuit in France solo for 24 hours. In doing so, she averaged almost 90 miles an hour and established a new endurance record. Go Mildred. That is incredible. I've never heard her story, but she certainly should get something to commemorate all that 100 years of that. Incredible machine, beautiful. It has the 8, which I guess was her number on a racing car. It has that on the grill, kind of stenciled into the grill. Beautiful looking machine. This would be certainly something that would be collectible and certainly something that would make you stand out. It's something else. By the way, the Supersports name, now one word, it used to be 2, roared back to life in 2009 with a 204 mile per hour revival, defining the pinnacle model of the first generation Continental GT. So, beautiful machine.
They're very, very, historically devoted. They're going to make 500 of these, and I'm very cautiously trying to find the price because I don't think I want to look at it.
Yeah.
But I don't have the price here, but I'm going to speculate on the order of maybe 300,000.
I think you might be a little low, but because here's why: you can get 22 different choices of hide interiors. It's bespoke, Les Jackson. It's bespoke.
It's bespoke all over, and unfortunately, I can't afford one because I don't have enough spokes.
Well, here's one you can afford, and this is actually good news for the U.S. The production of the Corolla Hybrid is part of Toyota's billion-dollar investment. It will be built here, and it would drop an initial run of $912 million of that multi-billion-dollar investment into hybrid production stateside.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to start building this in the U.S., and that's good news, isn't it?
Well, this is great. And, of course, the Corolla, everybody alive, knows the name Corolla because they've had so many generations of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's always been a quality product. As our friend Vern Parker always said, they just screw them together better than anyone else does.
That's right. And you just go ahead and you buy it, and that's it. You drive it. So
that's it. You just drive it. It goes, years and years and years. Just great.
Well, let's stay in the Toyota world, and let's talk about pricing. We have some pricing information on the new RAV4. Of course, it's a brand new vehicle. You even can get a GR version of it this year. And interesting pricing situation for the RAV4 because they are now all hybrids. So no longer can you get a non-hybrid model. But if you want a RAV4 with a hybrid drivetrain, if you wanted one for the 2025 model year, you started at $32,850, right? The hybrid LE. But the entry-level one for 2026 is now $31,900.
That really seems like a bargain.
Yes. Now, I haven't looked at the equipment, but I can venture a guess that it's fairly well equipped. So the hybrid LE is $31,900. That's for front-wheel drive only. The all-wheel drive model's $33,300. Not bad at all.
No.
And then you jump up on all-wheel drive to the SE, $36,100. The hybrid Woodland well-equipped vehicle, $39,900. The RAV4 hybrid XLE, $37,500. The hybrid limited goes to $43,300, and the plug-in hybrid SE goes to $44,815, and the plug-in hybrid XSE, $48,685. So hybrid front-wheel drive gets 42 highway, 44 combined, 48 city. Hybrid all-wheel drive models like the XLE Premium and XSE, 45 city, 39 highway, and 42 combined. These are crazy numbers for a large all-wheel drive vehicle.
That's right. These are large. They're not a Prius, which is small.
Mm-hmm.
But for a large vehicle getting this kind of average mileage, That's great. And you know, and there's a RAV4 for everybody. I must know 10 people who have RAV4s.
Wow.
They're ubiquitous.
Wow. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. And it's certainly a safe buy, too. A very, very reliable vehicle. You were talking about ubiquitous. And so buying things on Amazon, I don't know anyone that doesn't buy things on Amazon.
I don't either.
Another automaker has just joined Amazon to sell used cars online. Of course, Hyundai is selling new cars, but Ford is selling used cars. They're tipping their toe in here. These are the certified, they're going to sell 2 certified pre-owned Ford levels, gold certified and blue certified.
Yep.
Gold versions are cars that are no older than 6 years old and have a maximum of 80,000 miles. And they come with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty from Ford.
That's a heck of a warranty.
It is. And then blue cars can be up to 10 years old with up to 150,000 miles. And they have a 90-day, 4,000-mile warranty. They also have EV certified designations that is kind of identical to the gold level. And that they're talking about the battery. Of course, that's a concern for many people. But this is a great development, I think. Of course, how it works. You shop on these online at Amazon Autos. You have the ability to find a car from home. You can find financing. You complete all the purchasing paperwork there, saving time at the dealership. You still have to go to the dealership, but it won't be long at all. And the final purchase and delivery of the vehicle still happens through the dealer. But this is a step in the right direction, isn't it?
I don't know. Do they just, if you're not near a dealer, do you get it delivered just on a flatbed?
No, they don't do that. It has to be near a dealer. They have 160 dealers interested right now, but you have to go into the dealership to, I guess, drop off the check or you know, maybe you have to do a wet signature, as they say on the papers, but you can fill them out ahead of time. And I believe there's a very generous ability to, like, if you don't like the car, you can bring it back, no questions asked, in 10 days.
And if you don't like it, within 2 weeks and 1,000 miles, that's very generous. Actually, CarMax was doing that, and they stopped.
Because people were doing that as a way of renting a car for nothing.
Yeah, they were just keeping it as a rental.
Oh, I better return this because I don't want to buy it. I don't want to finalize it. Yeah. They have right now only 20 dealers in Los Angeles, Seattle, and Dallas that are participating. But as I mentioned earlier, they said they have 160 more. Why not? Why wouldn't a dealer participate in this? It seems like a great way to get another group of people in there to buy cars.
Yeah. And I'm sure that a dealer can make some added, as they say, opportunity money, which is, you know, they can detail it for you. They can, you know,
new floor mats,
do some fabric protection and other stuff to tack on, you know, another $1,000 if you want it. I would think most large dealers are willing to do it. I think small dealers maybe not. Maybe it requires too much effort.
Well, even the fact that you can fill out the paperwork ahead of time, people don't want to hang around the dealer for that long a time.
No, they don't.
You know?
No, they don't.
So I don't know if other dealers do that, but to me, that would be a cheap way for dealers to make the process a little bit better. I don't think they feel the process is bad, but most people typically don't like the process of buying a car.
That's right.
Yeah. So let's see if this develops. I think there'll be more and more of these things coming out. Also, something that just came out, Subaru has debuted its next generation high-resolution multimedia system. And it is a quicker response time, which has been a criticism of previous systems from Subaru used in Subaru vehicles. It has a 2.5 times faster processor than the prior generation. Yep. New highway hands-free assist at speeds up to 85 miles an hour on major highways. And it is powered by a Snapdragon 8 automotive processor and next-generation vehicle operation system for enhanced connectivity. It includes advanced eyesight driver assist technology as well. First a vehicle to get this is the all-new 2026 Outback, their flagship, and it will all be viewed on a 12.1-inch multimedia system. Upgraded driver-focused and new advanced eyesight driver assist technologies, together with the system enhancements, make it the most capable system yet.
Interesting.
This is something that I've heard a lot about Subarus, that they liked the system, but they didn't think it was fast enough, responsive enough, so people would be hitting things like multiple times and waiting for it. The Highway Active Lane Change Assist is available with this when driving 50 miles an hour or faster. It will signal and allow the Highway Active Lane Change Assist to automatically steer into adjacent lane if conditions are safe, and then it automatically adjusts to help you with turns, but you must keep your hands on the wheel. I've used some of these systems. I don't really need help making a lane change, but
I have that on my car, and I use it all the time.
You do? You like it?
I really like it. It's not that I'm not paying attention. It's just that I'm not paying attention. No. You obviously have to be overtly engaged with the driving. You got to keep your hands on the wheel.
Right.
But it's just very convenient to just sit back and look out the window. And when you're in heavy traffic, especially at high speed, it's nice. You know, you've got, of course, blind spot detection and all those things.
Right.
And if you just signal you want to get into the next lane, it automatically checks, makes sure there's clearance, that you're moving fast enough, there's space, and it brings you in there gently, safely.
You like it?
I find that pleasing.
What I have around by me is, if you signal, the person that's way far behind you will smash the throttle wide open, because it's like a personal insult for you to get in a lane ahead of them. Even if you're doing the speed, it's not like you're, turning into the fast lane and slowing down to 30 miles an hour. I'm talking just making a lane change, staying with the speed.
Yep.
So I wonder how it deals with that, because
it actually, I don't get that much. This doesn't, here people just don't pay attention. So they don't even notice you're coming in, because they're probably, looking at their dash or something. And if there's a space, they don't tend to, it's very rare that they'll speed up. When that happens, though, the car will flash the blind spot detection, and it'll steer me back into the lane. It won't let me go into the lane.
Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting.
So it is a safety thing. And again, having come from aviation, I trust the instruments. I'm paying attention at all times. Situational awareness is the most important thing.
Obviously.
To me, and I know to you.
Yeah.
And I trust the instruments to do what they're supposed to do. And the result is they do it, and you end up where you're going a bit more relaxed. You don't feel threatened. It's just they're there to make the roads safer. They're not there as a gadget to make more money.
Right. And it's also, you have to remember, driving is not a passive activity. You have to be involved with it. And as you say, situational awareness, looking around, trying to anticipate someone doing something dumb. It's something that's an active thing that you do.
Exactly. And people, sadly, especially where you are, in the land of, let's say, less than courtesy, the people have forgotten that driving and traffic are a cooperative exercise.
Yes, because one of the biggest things they don't realize, if there are lanes like this, the zipper concept,
that's
alternate. They think I have to get ahead of everybody. I have to get ahead of everyone.
Yeah.
That's good driving, being aggressive. That's the way to do it.
No, that's just sloppy, impatient driving.
Don't you love the guy that's cutting in and out of traffic and, I'm going to get ahead of everyone. Then he ends up like a quarter mile up the road, parked right next to you in the traffic.
Oh, yes. That's great. Actually, this past week, it was even better than that. I was coming past the Pentagon and coming down, heading south to a street called Seminary Road. It's where the medical building is I go to. And it's a 55 mile an hour limit, but everybody goes 60 or 65. And I'm in the middle lane, just cruising at about 65. Behind me, cruising at the same speed, is a gray Ford Explorer, Virginia State Police car,
right,
with his lights off. Mm-hmm. And I see in my side view mirror, way back, probably a mile, I see this Dodge Charger in the right lane coming up at about 100. I mean, he is really coming, and he's just weaving in and out of, it's 4 lanes of traffic wide.
Wow.
He's weaving through all of them.
Oh, boy.
And this cop just stays there.
Right.
Until he goes right past us and then cuts in, and then the cop, every light in the world comes on. and that guy is off the side of the road in like a quarter mile.
At least he stopped.
And now this is, and I'm telling you, he was, I'm a good judge of speed, and he was doing 100, which means you get not only reckless driving, but you get an up-level reckless driving, and you immediately get arrested and you go to jail.
Wow.
And they take your car and impound it. You are in big trouble.
Yes. And he can't say he didn't do it because he was being watched the whole time.
Absolutely. And I just couldn't believe this guy was coming.
Do you think he said, why are you stopping me, officer? I don't know why.
Oh, I don't think he asked why.
The only thing you could do is, I'm guilty, I did it. And hope that the guy's like, okay, I'll write you for a slower speed, but.
Well, but it was dangerous driving.
It's dangerous.
He cut people off, and it was.
Yeah.
The only excuse you could use is if you said, I think I'm having a heart attack and the hospital is up at the next exit.
Yeah.
Well, you'd better have a heart attack because you're going to need it.
Wow.
Anyway,
let's talk a little tech. So Hyundai has a team working on getting EV charging so fast that it will be as fast, if not faster, than filling your tank with gasoline. 400 kilowatt charging, and it's going to make it as fast as refilling the pump. refilling at the pump.
Well,
that to me is the game changer, because
that is the game changer. That's it. If they can do that, it's going to change people's attitudes and their desires, I think. And they're it can be done. We know it can be done. It's a case of handling the current density without getting so hot that you catch fire.
I've saw there's a system that will cool batteries, only cool the batteries that are being charged at the moment. And that's basically when they talk about battery preconditioning, they're cooling the battery to accept a lot of power. I also think it will be inductance charging, or you pull over something and a plate comes up and connects to the bottom of your car. You probably won't even have to get out of it. What do you think about that in the future?
I think, the problem is you have a lot of losses, electromagnetic energy losses. I think what might work better is for the charging system to be operating on high voltage capacitors that just dump massive amounts of energy when the system asks for it.
Right. And your car would have to handle it. But
but it's coming. It's coming. It's one day people will look back saying, "Oh, it used to take 30 minutes to charge."
Right. Yeah. Or you plugged in a 110 volt outlet and you got 2 or 3 miles of range every hour. Yes, I think so. The problem is you have to build the infrastructure, but then gas stations could have islands of these things, and
they will. They will. And I guarantee it'll be a Sheetz gas station. It'll be
you can get a chicken sandwich.
Some of these other big systems, and very, very convenient.
Yeah. Hey, let's talk about another vehicle from Honda, and that is the Honda Pilot. That's getting a big refresh. It is getting improved driving experience, more standard technology, bold new styling for 2026. Good-looking vehicle. New for 2026. A lot of standard features. That 12.3-inch HD color screen with touchscreen technology. It's got a 10.2-inch digital instrument cluster. It's never going to stop with the size of these things with the screens. 5G, updated Wi-Fi capability, quieter cabin, reduced by 2 to 3 decibels in key frequencies, which is important. I know you like that.
That's important.
And then the Pilot Trail Sport, their real trail-ready model, gets heated rear outboard seats. I know you don't care about that. About the rear passengers, tough. They don't get a heated seat in your world, right?
Right. That's right.
And then there's new trim things too, including new upholstery, brown leather on certain seats. So nice refresh on this good looking vehicle. I would say
it's good looking, and you can't go wrong with a Honda Pilot. You just can't.
Yes. Also, this is another vehicle that keeps its V6, 285 horsepower, 3.5 liter V6, and that is something that I think will be appealing to many people. But luxurious, has the off-road trail sport version, and now with bigger screens, and for you, Les Jackson, heated seats for the passengers. I know that's important.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You and I have. Oh, go ahead. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You and I have been talking about the changeover from buttons to things like haptic controls or touchscreens.
Yeah.
And the trend now is that people want to go back to buttons and knobs, but many vehicles, including many from Volkswagen, have had haptic controls on their steering wheels and on the dash. People find them hard to use, but now there is a case that has to do with haptic controls on the steering wheel. Two plaintiffs from Connecticut say their Volkswagen ID4 began accelerating without pedal input, and they blamed the touch controls on the EV steering wheel, I imagine for the cruise control. And they said a light brush with one's finger or a touch of the hand with low pressure over the controls on the wheels is enough to engage the system's set last speed on cruise control, and they took off. Now,
okay.
But here's the thing. Wouldn't you notice that and you immediately put your foot on the brake, right? You wouldn't just let it just go up to 100 miles an hour.
Well, yes. You hit the brakes, and that just like the cruise control or anything else, it shuts off the system.
Right.
And as long as the brakes work, there's no engine that can develop enough power to overcome the brakes.
Yeah.
So this is, and we've been through this unintended acceleration thing for decades. Not that it can't happen with advanced electronics that we have now, but there are, safety systems upon safety systems that keep this from being a problem, unless you don't pay attention and you panic.
Well, I agree that the haptic controls were not the best. I don't know why they went there.
I agree.
But as you just said, it's like flying a plane. If it goes into a dive, you don't go, oh well, I don't know why it's going in a dive.
That's right.
You try.
You do something.
You do something about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember doing stories of people that the throttle stuck or whatever, and they drive like across multiple states until they run out, if they crash or run out of gas.
Well, and this is a common problem with many people, though, that they actually freeze up when something goes wrong, and they lose their ability to think it out.
Right.
And say, what can I do? They just freeze up. And that's a human trait that some people have, and most people overcome it, but sadly, some people don't. And I don't know how far this lawsuit will go. I try to stay away from those, but it's going to be interesting. And the one thing that'll happen is that they'll get rid of these haptic controls.
And they're already doing it. Like, for example, on the Golf, they have regular buttons now. Yeah. Well, here's the tip. If you ever find that you're going down the highway and all of a sudden it picks up speed and you can't, you're hitting the brakes and you can put it in neutral, keep steering, and start braking. Start braking, but you keep steering, like you keep aviating in an airplane. You don't go, oh, I've got a problem here, and you forget what altitude.
That's right. No, you in an airplane, and the same thing goes in a car. When something goes wrong, it's the 3 A's. You aviate, navigate, communicate. Same thing in the car. Drive it.
Keep it on the road.
Keep it on the road, and communicate.
Yeah.
Call somebody, talk to somebody, talk to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, how do I get out of this?
Start bringing it down, start downshifting slowly.
That's right.
To scrub
Throw
off
it in
speed.
neutral.
Throw it in neutral, yeah. Let the engine grenade if it has to, but...
Yeah, don't worry about the car. Right now, you don't care about breaking the car. You care about stopping the damn thing.
Yeah, don't throw it into park.
Do not, because it will go into park.
Yes.
And then the rear end will start driving in front of you.
Yeah, don't do anything radical like start swerving around or whatever. No. Keep steering it, put your flashers on, downshift it to use the engine to brake. If you can't do that, just put it in neutral and keep steering. If your brake pedal goes to the floor, try to pull it up with your foot.
Your foot, right.
And don't slam on the emergency brake because you'll go sideways. You can slowly pull it in.
Exactly. And
But
if you have the ability in a few seconds to do it, just reach over and push on your emergency flashers.
Yeah.
That lets everybody know there's something wrong with this car. Get out of the way.
You know, that's an interesting thing I just thought of. On an emergency brake, the old ones, the ratchet ones, you could slowly ease it in, right?
Yes.
But with the electronic ones, they just come on.
They come on.
Yeah. But the old-fashioned ones, you could keep the button in and just slowly pull back on the handle and start tensioning up those brakes.
Yeah.
But a lot of people wouldn't think if they're just,
some people just throw their hands up. A friend of ours was one of those people.
I can't deal with it.
I'm not gonna
yes,
say.
I know.
And it's just, it's a personality thing. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, we hope you enjoyed this edition of Cruise Control Motoring. Don't forget to check us out on all our social media platforms and give us a like or a follow. We appreciate that. Time for me to say I'm Fred Staab.
I am Les Jackson.
We are going to see you down the road.